Through means of stealth and deception, the team learns of some interesting happenings in the city of Baltran. A merchant caravan of Greneths are causing the local governor, Atmos Holland, some trouble. However, they have not committed any acts of violence or anything else that would permit Governor Holland to retaliate. And the Kingdom of Lysair has not declared war on the feudal states of Kerzabin. Governor Holland is highly suspicious of them and doesn't trust them being so close to his city, but is otherwise powerless to do anything. The band, posing as bodyguards to Atka and her kidnapped parents, they learn of a gala happening later that night, but as they continue to push their luck, both Lord Lanadern and Governor Holland grow suspicious of them, and they beat a hasty retreat to the Grey Watch's chapter house. There they meet some interesting members of the Watch, and are thereby given their rewards by Maladar. I don't remember if you guys went off to sleep at the end. We kind of cut things off there, but that's pretty much all that happened. Who's on action cam duty over there?
I don't think. No.
I don't think you guys went to bed, but I think you guys were basically done asking all your questions because I didn't want to get us involved in something else. So you guys were done interacting with the other people and characters. So we had the guard. We had the... do you want me to review the characters?
Yeah.
That were there? Okay, so we had Maladar. Obviously. I don't remember if you got all their names, but we'll give you their names now because you're at the table with them. Halvor Broadbeam, the Ice Elemental Stag Clan Folkcon. He's the one with the big antlers that were covered in icicles and casting their own little mini snow flurry around his horns.
I remember that.
That was cool.
Zuram Wylar, the Malstrom Wave Rider. The bartender and cook for the Grey Watch. Zalia Craigsmith, the former Greneth, or female, sorry, not former. Ooh, what are words? Greneth Dragon Warden.
Is the Greneth one in the Grey Watch building now?
Yeah, she can be for the night.
Okay.
Since we'll say it's later in the evening and she locked up the front doors.
Did she kick it to lock it?
Yeah, probably. And then the last one. Nivrel. The Ketani. Nivrel also spotted some of your ticks.
Yes, and we had kind of like a moment when we were both twirling a dagger.
Yep, I remember that.
What did we get for our...
I believe it was 500 gold to split between the three of you.
Okay.
So we will pick up, let's say, do you want to pick up during your meal? Your evening meal, or after your evening meal? Where would you want to pick up?
I don't know, because the last thing we were talking about is Maldar was telling me about the watchtowers and the wardens, because I was having a very foggy brain day that day.
Yeah, I think it was probably like after the meal. I think is when like we had been eating and drinking, and then Maladar was telling us that information.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we'll pick up after the meal, after the big lore dump of kind of the wardens. And basically, let's say, like, right as he finishes that, Zalia comes in through the door, locks it, and then she goes over and sits next to the Malstrom, and as she does, she walks past him, gives him a peck on the head, and sits down next to him.
Bird Folkcon affection for, I don't know, good to meet you.
And he scrapes some of the food that he saved and pushes his plate over to her, and she wolfs it down.
I look at Atka to see if she's envious of the food that they got to eat.
They got to. Weren't we eating with them?
We were, but she got extra food though.
Oh.
She was standing guard. She didn't get any food. Zalia.
Yeah, so I don't.
So it's fair.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
I ate till I was stuffed to the gills. Well, I guess I'm a bird leg. I don't have gills. To the gullet.
Your neck
Like
feathers.
Yeah. You guys are asking any other questions like that? I would say it's at this point, Maldar puts his money bag out and counts it out and slides it and puts it in smaller pouches for you guys and goes, for a job well done.
Thanks,
Okay.
Maladar.
Okay. I think the hardest part was fighting those Kagillians.
The Kagillians.
That was the hardest part, guys. Right?
Yeah. That was rough.
That was pretty rough.
Especially for you. You almost went down. Oh my goodness.
I'm glad we saved the horse. I'm glad the horse is still doing okay, right, Maladar?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You almost went down. I did go down in the basement at Beans, where I was left all by myself.
That was a different job.
You were just napping.
This is a different job. That was.
I don't know what was happening.
That was in the past.
I didn't know the elf guy
No.
passed asleep as well. He could have stabbed me when I was laying there asleep.
You're still holding on to that. That was our last job.
Wow. A couple
why I went
episodes
and got
ago,
help.
you're all supportive, and now you're like, oh, you're fine.
We're worried about a horse here.
Anyways.
At this, you kind of see Halvor kind of chuckling in a deep, slow voice. He goes, "It seems like you guys have enjoyed each other's company for some time. I remember when we used to travel like that." And he leans over to Zalia and still not used to these names yet. Zurum, I believe his name was.
That's
Sounds
what
right.
you said.
Zurum.
Mm-hmm.
I got 6 names now I gotta keep track of in this conversation. So, and Zalia goes, yeah, I remember when I had to save you from that angry griffin. Remember that? Way up on that cliff?
Griffin.
And Halvor kind of chuckles. And if I remember correctly, it was I who had to save you from falling off the edge.
Sounds like you guys have been through a lot together too.
Zurum smiles wryly and goes, "A few times. More than a few. But we are mostly retired now.
Retired.
Mostly.
Are you guys kind of coming back together for like some last grand adventure, or why are you all together now?
This is kind of the place we chose to hang up the adventuring
Okay.
cloak,
Hmm.
if you will."
Okay.
You're gonna make us your replacements.
He kind of looks offended. Maladar goes, "What? I mean..." And give me perception checks, all of you.
Oofed. I got a natural 1.
I have a
that's right.
19.
14?
14. Eliar, you are engrossed in just the conversation and studying these new people. So the social cues you totally miss on you. You two, however, when you say we're your replacements, right? You, because you're familiar with Keitani facial expressions, see a quick grimace, a flash of dislike across Nivrel's face. You don't pick up on that. You're busy looking up at basically your senior, and he's big and impressive, and he seems amused by the idea of you replacing him. And that's all you pick up from that quick exchange.
I'm gonna say, hey, Nivrel, what was one of your greatest adventures with this team?
Do you remember the snakes? Malada?
Was
The
it
snakes?
on a plane?
No. The snakes in the jungle of Vale. Maladar goes, don't mind me. That was not one I'd like to repeat. But there was several large snakes.
Were they poisonous, Nivril?
Yeah. Well, you know, don't you? Didn't you grow up in Vale?
Well, yeah, I tried to stay away from the poisonous snakes as a kid. But, yeah, I remember hearing about some.
There's quite a few. Many varieties. Hard to say.
I'm kind of glad.
Keep an antidote on you for every single one.
No, I do that anyway, so...
And with that, she definitively, when she says an antidote on you, she blinks deliberately, slow.
I do that
You
anyways.
are still not picking up any of this. You're just like...
I'm just like, they get something in their eyes? What's going on?
let's say Azurum handed you your 4th cup of that fizzy drink, and you're just like, this is the best
great. Oh, man.
thing. And you're too engrossed with it, and Zurum has a pleased expression on his face that you love it so much. And Maladar kind of chuckles. He's like, "Careful, Zurum! You're gonna have to remake a whole new batch." Like,
keep it coming.
Zurum's like, "Actually, you already finished off the last keg."
Oh man.
Yeah. Any other discussion or questions?
Before, like, I'm not in my mind. I'm saying that before the night ends, I want to talk to the Greneth Warden. That's at some point as the evening comes to an end. So, but I want it to be more of a private conversation.
Any other public conversation?
Did we tell Maladar about what we found out at that place?
I
think so.
The temple?
I think...
At the
Not
temple
not
or
the
at
temple,
the governor's?
At the governor's
Oh.
mansion.
Yeah, I remember we
Yeah, you did.
came in.
Oh yeah, 'cause they were kind of chuckling
Yeah.
at the shenanigans.
Yeah, and Maladar was like, why, what? That's probably wasn't the greatest idea, I think, is something
Okay.
that he kind of said.
Have I caught anyone, like, because I'm wearing the Hounds of Lysair pin on my cape cloak. Like, did that, I guess, did I perceive anyone, like, notice it, and did I catch, like, a visible reaction to any of them seeing it?
Give me an insight check.
Insight. 5 total.
5 total? No, you did not.
Rats.
Did I notice anybody looking at his pen?
Here we
That'd
go.
be an insight check.
With disadvantage because you were...
Slow to the draw.
Yeah.
Is that a natural one?
Yes.
Okay, never. I don't see anything with you. I ain't looking at you.
Accidentally poked yourself in the
You
eye.
are engrossed in this other Keitani that seems to be goading you into talking about poison and antidotes because she knows something's up. You are engrossed in trying to figure out what she's all about.
Hey, Nivril, are we the only Keitani, do you think, that have ever been in this building, or do you think there's been more?
There's been several that have passed through Baltran, but not many.
Oh, okay.
And it's been many years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or it was different.
You're the first one that I have seen in this
There were one.
chapter
I
house.
did one.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we can share that together.
One but
She doesn't say anything in response.
Okay.
I'm standing over here like, what? It's like, oh man, what's going on? It's like a battle of wits where
I'm not very witty.
no wits are being
Yeah.
said.
It's at this moment Halvor speaks up again. And what of you, little one? What brings you so far from home?
Trying to find my way before I come back home.
Your way? Is this something from your clan?
Yeah.
And what have you found?
Well, I seem to have found some nice friends.
That is good. Friends are important. He kind of nods to the people around him. If they are good friends, keep them close.
Okay.
He just nods, and then he rests his eyes, but you're not fully convinced. Well, he closes his eyes. I want you to give me either an insight or perception check, and I'll tell you what you see after that.
Neither of them are good. 17 flat.
For what? Insight or perception?
They're both the same, no matter what.
Yeah, but you gotta tell me what you're using.
Insight?
Okay. He seems to have gone into a meditational stance. And so a few seconds later, there's a chill that goes right up your spine. He doesn't move. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't say or look at you. His eyes are still closed. And then a few more seconds go by, and he opens his eyes, and he just slightly gestures, and you notice there's a small little ice crystal right now between your eyes.
That's weird.
Like
How'd you
it's
do
always
that?
like it's always been there.
Brain freeze?
How'd you do that?
You are marked now, little one.
Marked for what?
If you are in danger, concentrate on the ice, and I will be able to find you.
Oh man.
Sounds like you got another friend.
This might be a
Thank
private
you.
thing.
Oh.
And then he slowly nods again. The ice crystals jingle a little bit from his antlers, and he goes back into this meditative state again. Maladar leans over and is like, I think Halvor's taking a shining to you.
Does he not do this often?
Only once before.
Who?
It was a long time ago. He probably wouldn't like me talking about it.
Oh man.
Tell me about it later.
Zalia is finished. Alright, enough with the sappy stuff here. She clears the table, her and Zerum stack hollow plates and everything. So, something tells me you guys heard about all the problems with the Grennis. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
heard a lot.
And what do you think about him? And she stares at you, Eliar.
I don't know. Those Greneths seem to stir up trouble all the time, but when we were talking to Lanadern and the Governor, they seem like they didn't do anything wrong, but I don't know. I generally don't trust Greneth, but that's not really our business unless we get sucked into it, but I don't know.
She kind of shrugged. She's like, Greneth create trouble for themselves. I gave up my family ties a long time ago. Did the Governor ask you for anything? A favor?
No, not really. We offered to help.
You offered the Governor.
Yes. Did I insult him?
She kind of side-eyes Maladar and goes, I know. Governor Holland, among some circles, likes to meddle and stir the pot.
Okay.
Some might even say that he hates Greneth, but he's treated us in this that have lived in this city fairly enough.
Okay. Yeah, it's more of just the offer was more or less just to kind of see what was going on with the Greneth and see if there actually is a problem and stuff, but he seemed pretty disinterested in the offer, so I don't suspect he'll take us up on it, but you never know. Lanadern seemed pretty against it, so...
Lanadern seemed against it? That's funny. Maladar kind of chuckles to himself and goes, well, I've been out of those informational circles for a while, but the House of Lanadern has a lot to gain if war breaks out from Lysair.
Interesting.
And Karazabin. It's funny that he was dissuading Governor Holland from provoking the Grennis. But
that is interesting.
I'm also no politician. Which is all the more surprising why they never asked you for anything.
Yeah, I don't think so. Do you two remember? I know you weren't there quite as long as I was, but...
I don't remember him asking you for anything. They didn't really seem to like us that much.
Yeah, just kind of wanted us to get out.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is kind of weird. I wonder if he's doing some double thing or whatever. But
it's hard to say.
Yeah.
People, the city of Baltran has been building up to a slow boil lately, from what I understand. He looks at his comrades, and Zerum goes, coastline raids by the Maelstrom. Some corsairs have badly damaged the regular warship patrols.
Is that why you guys are here?
A little bit. Maladar goes, picks up, and goes, a lot of the fleets of Lysair use Baltran as a resupply and repair point. But from what I understand, the last one was months ago.
Oh.
There's only the military garrison here, and they're low on supplies and weapons as it is. And there's only 2 fairly damaged brigs, which are small warships. And they're only sailing with about a half a crew currently.
So supplies are getting pretty short here then.
So then they're throwing a gala?
And then Zalia goes, right? Again, the Grennis have not done any punishable crime. But Governor Holland seems convinced that they're carrying out acts of espionage on his city, our city, and its defenses. You probably have already heard that they're not permitted inside city limits. They can't even visit if they have relatives or kin in town. Those kin have to go out and visit them. And to make matters worse, he's posted spies on all of the Grennis in the town, including myself.
Oh.
And then Halvor speaks up. He goes, the people are convinced war is on the horizon. And if not that their city will at least be raided.
Well, they can't be that happy about hearing about the gala.
He shakes his head in the little icicle jingle thing. He goes, many villagers have already fled.
Yeah.
The loyal diehards have secured their homes and belongings. You may have seen some boarded up shops and homes.
So who's going to this gala? It's not the townspeople.
It's probably the ritzy people.
Yeah.
Any other questions or anything? Otherwise, I'm going to just proceed with kind of the dialogue here.
So is there any plan for the Grey Watch to help this town?
Zerum, we've done what we can.
Oh, okay.
Our supplies are low. There's an owl bear that's been harassing the local shepherds and farmers. Actually, the citizens have posted a bounty for the owl bear.
Bounty.
Okay.
Nivrel actually speaks up now. And she's got the dagger back out and she's picking at her fingernails again. She goes, and there's also the sailors. They don't go out to patrol the coasts.
Is there a particular reason why, or?
Their ships are damaged. They cannot repair them. They're only sailing with half crew.
I see.
There is rumor on the docks about going north to the city of Delaran for a resupply. But that is a 2-week journey there and back.
Interesting. Well, I guess this would be more of a side conversation with our crew if we want to maybe see if we could, if there are supplies that they want brought up there, if we could sail with them up.
I myself have commissioned a privateer ship out of Zenith.
Which
Ketan.
Keitani. Okay.
But it won't arrive for nearly a month. But it was the only safe route that wouldn't spark political sparks. It doesn't attract nearly as much attention when the seas are roiling with trouble.
Okay.
So does it seem like there's different factions or races vying for control of the sea right now, or is it just kind of all out, just like pirate type attacks and stuff on each other?
Maladarga, I've been in the city for all of 2 hours. I haven't really been able to get a feel for it, hence why I'm talking to
Yeah.
my friends here. They've been here the whole time.
And I'm wondering how the potions that we took from Bean's Emporium that have great power, how does that fit into all this too?
Well, probably should ask Maladar that in private.
In
'cause
private,
that might be more of a...
Yeah. Well, I assume his colleagues know about it too. But maybe they don't.
Are you talking about this? Are you mentioning this above at the table, or
Well, maybe you can just like... I don't know, not mention that they're special, but just like, yeah, what about these potions?
Sure. Okay. I'm just being like, hey, we ran into some potions back in Faldor, and they seemed, it seems like there's a lot of potion trafficking going on around these parts. I wonder how that fits into all this, too.
Zurum? There has been rumor among some of the people that I still have contact with about acquiring some of these odd shipments with the crates with the high.
That's, we kind of ran into back in Faldor.
Most of them have no idea where they've come from.
Okay.
But they're always shipped in these odd crates. They look like wood, but they don't burn like wood.
No, they don't.
Ah. You tried.
Yeah.
What happened again?
It exploded.
Well, it didn't
asking you?
explode.
I'm sorry. It
It didn't explode.
I remember
No.
What happened?
It gave off a foul
That's right.
odor, and then it took a while to burn, and then it crumbled.
And then it all just crumbled and
Sparked.
turned into ash.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
You've seen it then.
Yes.
The people that have questioned the people running these shipments, they seem to not know how they even got on their boat.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So getting smuggled onto the boats, or just playing coy or something.
They just turned into mules for him.
Maladar kind of leans back in his chair and starts stroking his beard. Halvor, do you remember that time we were rescuing those villagers in that cave? And they seemed to all have had their memory wiped. Halvor's eyes open up again, the jingle of icicles, and he goes, I remember. I remember that it took them a few weeks to regain their memories.
Wow.
Wow.
A powerful magic.
This is making me, I'm not sharing this out loud, but this is making me have some flashbacks to my past when the town where I was working and got poisoned and lots of people had horrible effects happen to them. Just
Roll your constitution
Yeah.
saving throw. Halvor continues. I remember. It
My
was
constitution.
not something my magics could cure.
So I rolled a 13. My constitution saving's a 10.
10. You feel that familiar tingling sensation. You get control of it before it ever happens.
Okay.
As Halvor continues. But I do remember it was one of your sisters, Zurum, that was able to cure them eventually. And Zurum nods. He goes, I haven't spoken to that sister since. And all three of you give me a perception check.
I'm paying attention this time.
Are you?
Not even in the slightest.
I'm not doing much better.
8.
8.
I have
So
6.
6.
I got like 4.
Anybody above a 10?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. You don't notice. Nobody picks up on this. Yeah.
Okay.
And Maladar goes, oh, I remember that. I am not saying it's the same thing, but it sounds like it just by something pretty deep here at play. But seems like we're in for a little bit of a wait here in Baltran either way. So get cozy. And Maladar looks at, like, there's a little ornate little timepiece on the mantle, and he goes, it's past my bedtime. And if you'll excuse me, then he grabs his pack and tromps off to the stairs. Halvor just slowly stands up. And he's tall. Like, his antlers, like, are, like, an inch from, like, the top of the
Scraping.
ceiling. Just, and he goes off into this really cushy, padded leatherback chair that's close to the fireplace. And he just sits down and closes his eyes again and just sits there like this. The rest of them kind of hang out for a little bit. Unless you guys are going off to bed.
Are there rooms here?
There are. There's so if this is, so you got the door. This is think like not quite hibachi, but kind of. It's got like these two fire pits in the center of the table, and it's a bit wider table, but it's got plenty of room, but it keeps the table warm and hot in the food, but it's a big long table. And then like the fireplace hearth is over here. There's a stairs that goes up to a little loft into here, and there are 4 other rooms up over here. And then there's a small like little bar that goes into the back of the kitchen, and then there's 3 other rooms right below it. Zalia goes, all of our rooms are on the first floor. You're welcome to fight the rest of them for any rooms upstairs. Maladar, are you in your usual room?
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I was debating if I wanted to ask what's the name of my Ketani associate?
Nivrel.
Nivrel. I was gonna ask her like what her bedroom was like, but I don't think she wants to talk to me, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and say, hey guys, should we go find some places to lay our heads?
I suppose.
Okay. You all wander off upstairs. They're not.
Oh, I'm like, I left my sword down there. I'll catch up with you two in a minute.
Alright.
Okay.
You guys do head up there. It's modest. It's comfortable. It's not like a Motel 6. It's cozy. You have your own small little fireplace shared between walls. A little chair and a bed and a little small chest with a key you can put your belongings in. Yeah, you guys settle in for the night unless you guys are doing anything else. Okay. Zuram kind of gets up to stretch. I'm going to go make up our room, okay? He looks at Zelly and walks up and just goes off to another room off camera. And then it's just Nivrel and Zalia and you, Eliar.
Okay. I'm gonna ask. So you two don't know this. So I'm just gonna, people watching. Part of my past, after I was saved, after the Greneth attack, I got brought to, like the wardens to finish being raised just as an orphan, and so part of my upbringing was like they didn't really teach me their ways, but I got to see them, and because of that, I wanted to become a future warden. So part of this quest is to prove myself to them. So I'm just relaying information to.
Do you tell them that, or is this just you lore dumping to
lore
people
dumping?
Okay, you're not conversing that
No.
with them. Okay.
No.
Okay.
So, so that's part of the lore and why I'm having this conversation with what was the Greneth's name again?
Xalia.
Zalia.
Yeah. It's an X. Xalia.
So I just speak with her for a little bit and give her a little bit of background in case she wasn't aware that I'd spent time with wardens that are in the Lysair human realm.
She goes, oh, which tower? Do you remember which tower? You point to any one of the towers on the map.
Probably that
That one?
I guess, yeah.
So that would be the Dragon Plains Tower.
So the Dragon's Plane Tower.
She's like, oh, no joke. It's the same one I grew up in.
Interesting.
Well, grew up, trained, visited, whatever.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was just a little kid, and then I don't know, spent 5 to 8 years there, and then I'd spoken with the wardens there, and just wanting to prove myself, and they said that I needed more experience, so I quested out and became a scribe, and then from there heard of some commotions going on in a city, so then I ventured off there to see what was going on, and then ran into Maladar and the Lander time at Otka, and now we're here, and just wanted to relay that information that I'm probably not going to see the wardens for a while, and just wanted to convey that to you, and just to pass that along, especially if you're from the Dragon Plains Tower.
Again, I'm 227 years old. I went there when I was 135. I've been doing this
you look
a
good
long
for your
time.
age.
She goes, thank you. You can visit the wardens at any age. It's just harder to pass the trials when you're older. Not many do, and a lot die.
Gulp.
Don't forget, if you were raised in there, part of the trials is bonding with one of the animals.
I've yet to come across one, and they didn't really give me a whole lot of information on that. So if you have any advice or wisdom on doing that, I'd welcome it.
Sure. The process of bonding one of the great creatures is a task that the wardens have taken to guarding and instructing.
Mm.
There have been stories in the past of people, randomly people, not necessarily trained by wardens formally,
Okay.
that have encountered. She resumes, and there are stories of people encountering these creatures and bonding themselves.
Mm.
Doesn't happen very often,
Okay.
rarely. But that is why we train, we groom, we sort through those that are not worthy of this higher calling. It is not something that can be easily explained, being bonded to. The red dragon comes out from underneath her neck and out on her hand, around her arm, flies and then lands on her head. It's not easy.
Okay.
And especially if your creature dies.
Oh, yeah. It's not good.
You can give me an insight check.
Come on, you've been doing bad so far. Give me something good. Oh, 20! Natural 20. I saw it this time.
With a natural 20, when she says that, you can tell in her eyes she's reliving that exact thing that's happened to her. And at the age of being 227, and she was trained at 135, this dragon has not been with her that entire time.
Okay.
That is what your natural 20 insight shows. She goes, it's not impossible, but the guaranteed way, guaranteed,
Yeah.
of encountering one of those creatures is to be enrolled or trained formally,
Okay.
if that's what you're seeking.
Yeah, that's currently my goal. I guess I don't know if it's that if this quest is to help prove myself to the wardens, at least at the Dragon Plains Tower, that I'm at least worthy of considering. So that's why I departed on this quest, is to I guess to show or to grow, to prove myself to the wardens that I am worthy of this task.
No. If you decide to join up with the Grey Watch, it's usually a pretty good bright patch in your resume for the wardens.
Okay.
As of right now, you're just party for hire.
It's true.
There is a contract if you choose to sign on with the Grey Watch. But if you and your party so choose, it has its perks.
Okay.
The Grey Watch has a chapter house in almost every major city across Leenab.
Okay.
That means you'll always have a place nearby, relatively, of safety, food and supplies, and comrades.
Okay.
And most of the Grey Watch are upright. I wouldn't go so far as saying benevolent, but they do walk the right side of the law most of the time.
Okay. Well, I'd be interested in at least taking a look at this contract, and I guess I'm not going to speak for the other two, but
I came downstairs to get a drink of water. I was thirsty.
wow, what are you?
I'm just coming down the stairs.
Tromp, 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 tromp. You're in your PJs.
Yep.
Little bunny slippers.
They're little
She
they're little
carries-
salamanders.
Oh, there you go.
Because I'm a
She
reptile.
carries slippers on this adventure the whole time.
I don't know what she's got in her pack.
Too. They're axolotl slippers. Actually.
There you go.
Make a little squishy noise.
Can I quick interject above table? I forget.
Sure.
Was the gala tonight or is it later?
It was. I initially said tonight when I threw it at you 3-4 weeks ago, but
'Cause
let's say 3 days from this night, whatever. That's when it is.
Because that would
Give us
throw
a-
my plans out the
Yeah.
window. Okay.
So
Rewind to
you gonna-
axolotl
Are you
slippers.
gonna sneak out the window and
I mean, maybe I was.
infiltrate the gala.
won't be the first time?
Maybe.
Hopefully, we took a shower first.
Well, I was just gonna sneak around and kind of spy on who's coming and going.
I'm the royal queen of Voltan. Get out of my way, peasantry.
I could go borrow what's his face's headdress.
The antlers.
steal
I don't
Haldor's
think you're gonna
headdress.
get away with that.
I said borrow. I wouldn't
Oh.
steal them. I'd say, hey, can I borrow those?
You don't know what that crystal in your head can do.
You're right.
Not just like, oh, my headdress snap, and all of a sudden, dead bird.
Dead bird. Just rotisserie chicken. Oh, boy.
All right, so I'm coming down to get a glass of water.
Okay. You overhear the bit about the Grey Watch. You don't hear anything up to that. You hear the bit about her throwing the invitation up to the Grey Watch, contract, the perks of being enrolled with the Grey Watch.
Okay.
That's the part you hear.
Okay, sounds good.
Do you resume the conversation like it's not important or it's not quiet, and you try to hush up as you see her slip by? Or...
Should I roll for it?
It's up to you.
Sure, I'll roll for fun.
Okay.
Is that perception then?
Are you trying to be stealthy and eavesdrop Lander time?
No,
or are you just being
I'm just
totally overt?
being me, just
Okay.
looking for water.
Okay. Well, I guess if...
So, totally up to you if you're just going to keep talking all about it, or...
I guess at this point in the conversation,
Mhm.
like, well, I don't know. I guess I'll roll so that I can, like, know if she heard stuff beforehand, I guess.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Sure. Yep.
I got an 8 plus, what did you want me to do? That perception or insight?
You wanted to see if she overheard anything.
Yeah, like
important
essentially,
that she
like,
didn't want to share.
yeah, like essentially if I could hear like up at the top of the steps listening, and then she's like, "Oh, contract stuff," and then comes tromping downstairs.
Yeah, so that would be a perception check to see if you noticed if she was eavesdropping or
So
not.
I got 11 total then.
Okay, you were being overt and you weren't trying to listen, right?
Right.
You weren't trying to like eat it. Okay. So you do notice her. She just came out of her room and straight down the stairs. She wasn't trying to.
Okay. I'll just talk normal, and
Okay.
because at that point it's like I was gonna share that with them anyways. So
Okay. Yeah. You hear all that information. You go back up to your room, and Xalia's just says, "And it's really an option to you, but I can have 3 copies of the contract ready for you guys in the morning if you're interested."
yeah, that would be good. I don't want to deny my pals or friends, I guess, at least the opportunity. I guess is there anything particular that we'd have to do when we join, or if we join the Grey Watch? Like, do we have to go on certain missions or do specific things? Because right now,
Grey Watch is essentially heroes for hire.
Okay.
We do some policing if when we see the need to intervene.
Okay.
Most of that action is decided by each chapter house, though, and voted
Okay.
on. So, example, let's say the Grenas do decide to attack, or let's say our dear Governor Holland decides to provoke them, we would probably vote on which action to take and who to support, if any.
Mm.
However, you can choose to take any quests at any time.
Okay.
But if word gets back to a chapter house or the guild master, they may, and they don't like what quest you've done or have heard something through the grapevine, they may review your membership.
That makes sense. Okay. 'Cause I guess partly why I ask is right now we're committed to working with Maladar, at least nothing binding at the moment, but we've at least committed to helping them deliver some potions up to Delaran for the time being, and after that we'll have to see. So if that won't interfere with that mission, then I don't see why I wouldn't join up. But I'll read through the contract in more full and share the contract with the other two, and we'll talk more in the next couple days.
I should finish out saying that there are some quest contracts that are exclusive to the Grey Watch.
Okay.
There are some cities and factions that only hire out from the Grey Watch.
Okay.
Again, depends by region, but we are not one of them.
Okay.
Fortunately, unfortunately. But it does provide the opportunity for consistent work.
Okay.
So, I'll have some copies of the contract ready for you in the morning.
Sounds good.
Anything else from you?
If you got the recipe for this drink, let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm ready to hit the hay.
She laughs and she goes, "You'd be hard pressed to find the ingredients for it." And she slams the rest of what's left of that drink, wipes her mouth, grabs it, and walks off and heads to bed. Nivrel kind of watches her go and then looks at you. She just stares for a second. And then the dagger in her hand, she just goes, it's like gone up her sleeve, and then does a little tongue flick thing.
Good thing
And
you're
then-
used to Keitani.
And then she just wanders off to her bed.
Just do thumbs up. Good night.
She doesn't say anything. Yeah, and that's the night. And